Okay, this video will be for assignment homework number 3. The first part of the assignment will be from the Hal Leonard book, and we will cover notes on the third string starting from page 11, 12, 13, 11, 12, and 13. Okay, we're going to learn 2 new notes today. The G note, which is the open third string, no finger on the left hand necessary, just play that. And the A note is played with the second finger, or the middle finger, on the second fret. The first time we'll be using the second finger for one of our reading of notes. G, A. Let's try number 19 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Number 20 moves around a little more. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. On the bottom of the page, you'll see a 3-string review. The notes G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then right next to it on the right would be a picture of all the notes on the guitar grid or neck. What I'd like you to do over the next week or two is to start to memorize those notes and be able to play them just by looking at your guitar and not at the book, like this. G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then go backwards. G, F, E, D, C, B, A, G. And get really good at going up and down that scale. Now, for those of you who have studied any music, like piano, it might sound funny because you might be expecting the scale to sound like this. That's because it has an F sharp in it when we play it that way. However, we haven't learned the F sharp yet, so we're still playing the F natural. So even though it might sound a little funny to you at first, just get used to it because it's the way the natural notes on the guitar sound. Great. Let's turn the page and go to page 21. We're going to skip Rockin' Robin for now and go right on to Yankee Doodle, number 22. Okay, I'll play it and you'll play it with me. 1, 2, ready, go. Good. I find that most students might have trouble with the second line, the third measure, under the G7th chord, where it goes B, G, A, B, C, C. So it's probably a good idea to practice those 2 measures over and over again for a few times, just to get used to it. B, G, A, B, C, C. And then you can put it all together. that's a little ending there, not written down, kind of improvised, but it's a fun little ending, and it's a kind of game I play with the students. I go like this: C, G, G, A, G, and then the students go B, C, second string open, first fret C. Let's try it together. B, C. Cool. Let's try surf rock now. This one starts with D and it ends with D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'll give you a rhythm part for it now, and I'll play the rhythm with the chords, and you can try the melody over it. It'll make it sound better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second line. Third line. Okay, cool. I see those waves right before my eyes. The next page, which would be number 13, page 13, Au Clair de la Lune. This will be the one that you'll have to do for credit for your homework, so make sure you practice this one a lot. You'll notice that it's in 2 parts, and they're clearly labeled Part 1, Part 2, Part 1, Part 2, Part 1, Part 2, Part 1, Part 2. So this is called a duet, where 2 people or 2 groups of people play at the same time. One person plays Part 1, the other person plays Part 2. So what I'd like you to do is learn each part separately all the way through, Part 1 and then Part 2, and then if you have a friend that you can play with, you can either pick one or the other parts. Okay, let's try Part 1 together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we go down to the next Part 1. And to the third line, Part 1. And the fourth line, Part 1. Now we'll try Part 2 together. Starts with E. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the second line, Part 2. Third line, Part 2, starts with A. Now the fourth line, Part 2. Now I'll show you how Part 1 and 2 would sound together if they were played at the same time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great. Well, that completes the Hal Leonard portion of assignment number 3. Remember the practice tip on the bottom of the page. Regular practice is essential. Practicing a half hour each day is better than practicing 2 hours every 4 days. Find a regular time of the day that works for you. I will see you in the video for the progressive rhythm guitar for assignment homework number 3.